Well, no doubt about it, the stars were out in full force on day 12 of this World Cup. Haaland, Mbappe, Messi have already combined for 13 goals at this World Cup. Well, we have some stars of our own right here inside our Fox Sports studios. I'm Pia Moonstein, joined by former Nigeria captain Mikel John Obi, former Colombian international Juan Pablo Angel, and Mexico's record goal scorer Javier Hernandez. I feel like we're having a little bit of deja vu because match week 1, we heard from Mbappe scoring goals, Haaland scoring goals, and Messi, and they've done it again today.
Yeah, as much as people want to see their teams performing well, everybody wants to see the biggest star, and they're doing it in style. Totally.
Let's have a look, shall we, at the highlights of France, who Kylian Mbappe, we just mentioned him there. He already getting underway with the scoring. It was his 100th cap for France, and it didn't take him long.
I'm sure he looked at the performance from Messi early on. And he wanted to do it himself. I'm sure Michael Elise will claim that assist, but that was an unbelievable finish by this guy. Left foot, top corner. There was, 2 defenders in front of him. What a beautiful strike to get, the game going 1-0 up.
Yeah, that's a fantastic goal from the main man, Kylian Mbappe. He keeps showing up, isn't he? He watches Messi. He's like, nope, I'm going to come do my bit here. Here again, you can see him come short, plays the pass here, almost got in for the second one. But a fantastic defending there from the defender. Just did enough to get it away from Kylian Mbappe.
You can see the rain pouring down there. There was a 2-hour, 10-minute rain delay in this game.
Well, we expected that in this tournament. There might be rain delays. If it happens, how do you deal with it?
Graham Arnold there sheltering.
How do you deal with it as players, as teams? What do you do? Oh, here. What a gift. What a mistake by the goalkeeper. And who's there? Assist from Dembele. And again, is that man, Kylian Mbappe, with the second.
Yeah, what a mistake from the goalkeeper, unfortunately. Because then against these teams, you cannot do those mistakes. And the 66th minute, my favorite goal, a great pass from Olise, the turn from Dembele, and he scores his first goal over here. What an amazing goal, what an amazing finish. We know how good Dembele is with both.
OK, let's hear now from Kylian Mbappe after the match.
On a fait du bon travail. C'était une très longue journée pour nous, mais on est toujours concentré sur l'objectif. Je pense que le match d'aujourd'hui, c'est une preuve qu'il peut y avoir tempête, il peut y avoir 3 heures d'attente, mais on est toujours concentré sur notre objectif. Bien sûr qu'il y a toujours des choses à améliorer, mais je pense qu'on est sur le bon chemin.
OK, the next game, Norway against Senegal, which we've just watched. Erling Haaland, was he able to respond to the fact that Messi and Mbappe had already scored? Of course, he was going to respond, wasn't he, Mikel?
Yep, he's the scoring machine again, Erling Haaland. He never stops scoring, isn't he? His first World Cup, but a fantastic save here from Mendy. Here you can see what a mistake by the most experienced player, the captain, Koulibaly, who look back at this. And, that's a big, big mistake to give Norway the lead.
Yeah, totally. We don't see that often, so many mistakes, and sometimes that does happen, and they need to take it. But here it comes the first goal from Haaland. This is the chance that he missed on the post. But this another mistake of Mendy,
This is the second one of the tournament. In the first game, he also stole the ball from the goalkeeper and he scored. In this one, he just barely missed it.
Yeah. And then now, the goal from Haaland with an amazing counter-attack, amazing movement, amazing pass, and the finish. One-touch finish. Mendy touches, but it's not enough. And look, the celebration.
He makes it look easy, though, but how difficult is that?
Yeah. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to finish first touch and put it in the top corner.
And then Norway took off the pedal of the gas, and, he saw great combination in the box, great finish, just to give a little bit of hope to Senegal. Very difficult finish in my
Very difficult finish. Ismail Assar. He's always there. He's always sniffing, isn't he, around there. And you can see here again. I think this is here. He turned away. He thought, oh, I've missed the chance. But here
he was complaining.
Again.
He was complaining.
Haaland, the ball is coming back. What a finish. The reaction, absolutely superb. Yeah, that's what you call a striker. He knows where the back of the net is. Even if he turned around and was complaining, where's the ball? As soon as he came back, he knows where to put it.
Yes, and Senegal was there trying. Then Jackson passing this ball to Sarr, an amazing second goal for him. A brace. It wasn't enough though for them, but they were fighting until the end. And Norway get the goal. Look at this save. Sorry, look at this goal. Amazing. Haaland was upset because he knew they were coming, and they tried to do it.
Look at this, look at
It
this.
was enough.
Come on, guys.
This is so good, isn't it? I love watching this. Look at the crowd. How amazing is that?
Oh, the good guys. The managers as well. But Pin, this is what the World Cup is all about.
Yeah.
You know, you see different celebrations, different fans coming up with celebration, tradition, culture. This is what we love about the World Cup.
Oh, look.
Just a phenomenal goal scorer.
Yeah, Erling Haaland broke out the Thierry Henry celebration, didn't he, after scoring today?
With all they got over there.
He's following in the footsteps of the greats, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, then, let's take a look at the standings in Group I. France and Norway both on 6 points. And they have both officially booked their tickets to the round of 32. They'll face off for the top spot in the group on Friday. And how exciting will that game be as well between two of the greats in this group? When we first saw this group and the teams, the nations that were in it, we thought this is going to be a really difficult one. But to have Norway and France in there for that final game, that's going to be so exciting.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. We're seeing how important are the third matches, to be so decisive, that there's other national teams as well. They have a different type of problem. But here, we're going to see whatever France or Norway are going to take the winning for that group.
What do you reckon, Juan? Who's going to take it?
We talk about France being, in and out just to win the competition. It's gonna for sure they're gonna be there. But for Norway, it was extremely important to get to the final game against France already qualified, and they certainly did. But the fact about Haaland, just when you have a player like that can score from anywhere, is just how can you stay on the game? How do you don't concede? Because the guy at some point in any given time he's gonna score a goal for you.
This has got to be Norway's toughest game so early on already in the competition, right?
It is, and also to think about it, most of these players, Norwegian players, is their first World Cup, isn't it, to think about it, especially Haaland as well. His first World Cup, to come and perform the way he's doing in the biggest stages is just absolutely incredible. Mbappe, as we know, he's been there so many times. He's won it and he's come second, but to see Haaland show up in the biggest stage and perform this way, he's got a team behind him. He's got a team. And Mbappe has got a team, but he's also got individual brilliance. Like we see, they only say this guy can create chances for him. But to see Haaland do what he's doing, with the kind of team that he has, he doesn't get that much supplies, but once he gets that chance, he puts it away. It's just absolutely superb to see him performing this way.
He was made for the big stage, wasn't he, Erling Haaland? Totally. He deserves to be here.
Totally, but I think what Mikel said is very important, because the whole team is behind him. They're not only depending on him. You see the first goal that they score, you see Odegaard, you see the whole team having very good performances. And, of course, the cherry of the pie is Haaland, that if you give him one chance, he will put in the back of the net.
Yeah, just it's everything about him. Just his elite movement of the ball. The way he chases defenders down. His ability to finish. With his head, with the right foot, with the left foot. Whatever chance he has. We talk about the second goal. Yeah. He was complaining because the ball wasn't given to him, and then the ball comes to him, and out of the blue he gets the right foot and just put it in the top corner. So this is a guy that will guarantee you goals. And when you have that on your team, you always have a chance.
Do you think this game against Senegal has set them up well, though, for a matchup against...
Yes, you mean...
Norway just playing against Senegal, setting them up for France?
Of course, isn't it? It says the tie up really, really well. I mean, Mbappe coming up against Haaland, I think now these two guys, they're looking at it thinking who's going to win the Golden Boot. But don't forget, there's another 39-year-old guy, the greatest player of all time. Sniffing, he's there. So it's going to be an absolutely superb game to watch.
Yeah, we can't wait for it.
Thoroughly enjoying their time at the World Cup. Well, they should be, because with that win, they are qualified for the knockout stages. This is how it looks in Group I. They're actually level on points with France there, both on 6, but because of goal difference, France are top. Those two will play each other next. France only need 1 point to solidify their place as group leaders as they move into the next stage. Senegal and Iraq both on 0 points. They are going to play each other next too, but remember, 3 points might be enough in this World Cup to get you through to the knockout stages. So there's still all to play for in both of those games, in fact, but still some hope for Senegal or Iraq. So we keep an eye on those next games. Let's start with some analysis. Juan, Erling Haaland, who we wondered how he would perform in a World Cup. And it's really refreshing to see that he's just carried on his form and thoroughly enjoying himself. And that goal for 2-0, which we'll start off with in the second half, was brilliantly fed by Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, I think it's great to see he's leading the team from the front. He's scoring the goals that everyone expects him to do. And I think this goal, we should start by this pass by Mbappe. It's a very difficult pass, let alone when your team is in balance. But when the team is like they are, where they set up with only 3 centre-backs, it's very difficult to get that ball through. And then once Odegaard has the ball, I love this from a number 10 position. He carries the ball until it's the right time to make the pass to
Erling.
Haaland, sorry, to Haaland, and then he's never going to miss for there. So this carry of the ball is fantastic. This movement of Haaland is what he does, and then he's never going to miss from that.
That really set them on their way as well, and this is when Senegal started to really come undone, because they were 2-0 up at that point. But then there was a resurgence, and Ismaila Sarr got them back into it, Emma, a little bit.
Yeah, I think, like Juan said, their imbalance caused their problems defensively. But in attack, it meant if they got it right, especially when they played the ball into the wide areas, especially on the first pass. You see how many bodies they have high that join the attack. And for me, once they started to do these things, this is where they started to create. There was definitely not enough switches of play. They always wanted to funnel into these areas, but it came off on this occasion. And I've been sitting here next to Patrick all day, and all he has been talking about is how Ismaila Sarr has to be a centre-forward for this team. Right, Patrick?
Yeah, because he had a good season with Palace, scoring so many goals. So he was quite not his best to be on the right-hand side, especially in this first half.
Yeah. That looked like the game could have changed, but then Erling Haaland decided, I'm going to put paid to that, got himself another goal. It was such a cool finish, this one, Emma, wasn't it?
You know what? This is a world-class striker, and we've been talking about this race for the Golden Boot. There is no way Haaland is going to miss out being in this conversation. Same thing again, you know, a lack of balance here from Senegal. Fullback gets dragged in, and it just opens up that space. At which point, you know, really OK cutback. They've had opportunity to clear the ball, Senegal, but this is a world-class finish, right, Juan?
It's interesting how he's disappointed here. When he doesn't get this ball, he's disappointed, not look it, but then he reacts really well, and this is a fantastic finish. It's so difficult to hit that ball with the right foot, not his best foot, that he doesn't care. He's going to put that ball in the back of the net.
It's so good to see, isn't it, the disappointment and then straight back in there. At least he didn't let it last too long to distract him. I mean, as a professional, Patrick, he was always going to try and finish it off, but it was just lovely the way he did it.
Yeah, of course, he looked really, really composed, really well balanced, and he was, of course, a really good finish with the inside right-footed. But on the Senegal side of it, I think they will be really disappointed because Mane didn't track the right back. And then you had Koulibaly, who should do better when he lost the ball inside the box. I think they should and could do better on that situation.
Senegal seemed to save their best for last, which, unfortunately, when the next goal from Sarr came, was too little, too late.
It was a bit too late, but Mbappe, I think, changed the tempo and the quality of the game for Senegal. But I think he was a good cross inside the box, so many Senegalese players inside. It was a really good touch from Jackson. I think it's the only good one he made in the game. And then Sarr here with a lot of calm, and he scored the goal. So it was a really good finish for him.
But they took so long to get going, to have control in the game. You saw the last 15 minutes. Yes, it took, you know, until the 90th minute to bring the game close. But I think it's such a missed opportunity for Senegal. Yeah. They performed really poorly tonight.
How disappointed were you with what you saw from Senegal?
I think we are all really disappointed because in the beginning of the game we were saying that they are highly ranked in the world rankings. They have great players playing at the highest leagues, and we were disappointed since the first minute with giving the ball away so much, not creating enough chances, and they handed 2 or 3 goals for Norway today. Because,
Patrick, they've got a bit of a mix of youth in there and also a lot of experience, but does it feel like perhaps that is now off balance with the experienced players looking closer to
when we're looking at the squad, we're talking about Koulibaly at the back, we're talking about Mane, and we're talking about Idrissa Gueye, and those 3 players around 34 to 36 years old. It looked like the end of a generation of players at Senegal.
Yeah. OK, guys, we've got lots more